My name is Masaya Takizawa. I work in the Planning and Development Department at Scott Company. Scott Company is a huge business that operates computer classrooms. And my job there is to develop the teaching material for the students to use in their computer classes. Alright, I think this should be easy to understand. One day, I was about to present the new teaching material for the upcoming launch at a full internal company presentation. However... A minute. What's the matter, Mr. Takizawa? About that, I can't find the file. Well, I guess we're gonna have to skip it for today and see the presentation next time. Very sorry. After that, no matter how many times I tried to find it, I couldn't find the file. The backup had also disappeared. Not long after that, when I presented the new teaching materials to the manager, he really complimented it. This is it. This is my colleague, Naruo Kinasugi. When I looked at the material on Naruo's computer, I doubted my eyes for a moment. What? Isn't that the material that I made, isn't it? Is it similar? Well, looks like that was a coincidence. No, but there's no way! Now that I think about it, immediately before the presentation... Hey Masaya, my bad. I want to see the shared file. Do you mind if I borrow your laptop? I don't want to bother going back to my desk. Yeah, sure. You, at that time... Who knows? Naruo was really good with computers. He had made it so that there wasn't a single trace of the file that he stole from me left on my computer. Not only that, but Naruo started telling everybody that I was the one that stole his idea! Thanks to that, it became harder and harder for me to be in the office, and I always felt like somebody was watching me. I could feel myself deteriorating. I became exhausted, and I hated that I was being troubled with something like this. I resigned from Scott Company. So I decided to start my own business, and even though it was small, I started my own computer classroom company. Guess I'll need an assistant, though. But I wonder if anybody will apply, even if I put out a job listing for an unknown business like this. However, luckily, there was just one person that did apply for the job listing. I'll be asking you to assist with administrative duties and be a teaching assistant. Do you have any experience teaching people?
I don't have any experience, but I do have a lot of will. If there's any necessary skills, I will learn them.
Is that so? It seems like she's really motivated. It seems like a kind, yet serious person. Well then, when would you be able to start?
From tomorrow? No, even from today.
That would be helpful. Well then, look forward to working with you from tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much. And so, this was how I began my computer classroom business with my one and only employee, Hitomi Ayase, and we worked hand in hand together. There were a lot of difficult days. Thanks to Miss Ayase, I was somehow able to get past them and continue forward.
I made a couple of files for the students to use whenever they're going to practice.
Thank you. You're always so helpful.
When I'm watching you, Mr. Takizawa, it naturally makes me think that I need to work even harder. Seems like you really love your job teaching computer classes. Even though you're really busy every day, you seem to enjoy yourself.
That's true. This is a job I love after all. When I first started at Scott Company, I was immediately placed in charge as an instructor of a computer class. I actually lost both of my grandparents when I was younger. So seeing all of the elderly people who came to the class made me think that they were like my grandmas and grandpas. And whenever they were able to complete tasks on the computer, they seemed so happy. And being able to communicate with their grandchildren through the computers, when I saw how much they were enjoying it, it made me want to be able to help them even more. Seeing the students look so happy became the reason why I love this job so much.
I knew that's what you were like, Mr. Takizawa. You were so kind.
What? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
The way Miss Ayase said that to me, it's almost like she knows me from before. but she's beautiful, and she's put together and gentle, and she's good at her job, and she's a kind person. She's exactly my type, so if I met her before, definitely wouldn't have forgotten her. I must be imagining things. After that, crazy busy days continued, and after we'd been running around for weeks, finally, things had calmed down one day. After days of all the work that we'd been piling up, Miss Ayase and I went out for dinner together to take a break.
This looks like an expensive restaurant. It makes me a little nervous.
You don't need to be so stiff. I say that, but I might be more nervous. Having dinner with Miss Ayase in a fancy restaurant like this makes it feel like a date. Oh, I thought you looked familiar, but it really is you, Masaya. Naruo? I heard that you started a tiny little computer classroom. Even though until recently, you were working at a top-class company, you've really lost your standards. It's not like I've lost my standards at all. Oh, please. As your former colleague, I can't even watch this. I'd love to help you, so if you ever need anything, you can always tell me. Oh, no matter how much I try to help you, if you're worthless, then I guess it would be pointless. What? Is this woman your girlfriend? No, she's somebody that works for me at my company. But she's super pretty. Someone this beautiful is wasted on someone like you. Ugh. Hey you, what's your name? You want to work at my company? There's no future to be working under a guy like this anyway, right? I work at a top-class company, and I promise we'll be good to you. And plus, if it's somebody like you, I'm sure you understand which one of us can offer you a better future.
Excuse me? You don't need to tell me. I already know. You don't need to tell me. I already know. Even though you don't have anything besides the banner of working at a class company, who do you think you are?
Ah! Huh? What? This is the type of person Miss Ayase is?
Hurry up and get out of my face right now. If you're just gonna stand there and cry, I'll take you out myself.
I'm sorry. Naruo was shaking from head to toe. He ran away in an instant. I just saw something crazy.
I'm so sorry. I must have scared you.
Well, yeah, just a little bit. I do. Miss Ayase looks really uncomfortable. Even though she just saved me. I need to say something. Anything. But still, I can't believe you told him you'd take him out yourself. Be really strong.
What?
What am I saying? That was definitely the wrong thing to say.
See, you really are kind, Mr. Takizawa.
Do you think so?
Oh, I'm sorry. Because of me, we may have drawn a little bit of attention. Maybe we should leave the restaurant.
Yeah, that's true. Then Miss Ayase opened up about her past.
To tell you the truth, I used to be pretty wild when I was younger. At one point, I was actually chief of a girl gang that used to run this area.
What? Chief of a gang? It's amazing.
And around that time, I've actually met you once before, Mr. Takizawa.
Really? Wait a minute.
A few years ago, when I had a big flashy fight with the fire group, I got beat up pretty bad. I was trying to get my members away, and I got carried away. Luckily, everyone was able to get away safely, but I was heavily injured and I had laid down on the roadside. Everybody that walked by me was so scared of me that they pretended not to see. But at that time, only one person came over to help me.
Are you okay? No, you're definitely not okay. You're heavily injured.
I'm fine. I can stand by myself. Ouch!
Don't push yourself.
What? You're not scared of me?
Well, to be honest, I am scared, but that doesn't mean I can just leave you out here like this.
Why are you being so nice? Wait a minute, did the rival group send you here?
Huh?
I bet you're trying to take me away and destroy me to pieces. Because I know that's what they would do.
I'm not like that at all. I'm just a computer teacher. I'm a normal person. Now that I think about it, I do remember that. Then, at that time, I think I took that person all the way to the hospital, but I never would have imagined that that was you, Hitomi.
That was the first time anybody had ever been that nice to me, and ever since then, I became interested in you, Mr. Takizawa.
What?
And at the time, because you seemed so nice, I thought that you would probably like a kind of woman instead of a gangster like me, so... That's when I decided I would become a more calm adult.
For me?
And then a few years passed since then, and I heard that a computer classroom was going to open up around here. I thought, what are the chances that would be the person that saved me that day? But as soon as I saw you, I knew. And that's why I applied to be an assistant. That was when I first found out your name, Mr. Takizawa.
I had no idea.
But I bet you wouldn't want a gangster, would you? I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Not at all.
But earlier, I'm sorry for getting so emotional and acting up.
There's nothing to apologize for. I was really happy that you got so serious and angry for me. And you're always working so hard at your job, too, and I'm really grateful to you.
Really?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm shocked that you're the girl from that day, but it doesn't make me feel bad at all. So, I look forward to continue working with you.
Yes!
After that, I felt like the distance between Miss Ayase and me became closer than ever before. Then one day...
Mr. Takizawa, look at this! Look how many new students we're going to have!
10 people at once! That's amazing! Maybe our classroom is starting to become more known. We need to start working even harder! However, all of the new students that became members this time, for some reason, every single one was really difficult to work with. Their attitude in class was very clearly terrible. Well then, let's begin with the review from yesterday. First, you're going to use the mouse and click this. What the hell is the mouse? I'm really bad with computers. How am I supposed to know? This is the mouse, over here. You should have said that from the beginning! I've done the same explanation for 3 days in a row now. By the time the day was over, Ayase and I were both exhausted.
All the students this time, they're quite a handful.
That's true. But it's always difficult to learn something for the first time, so I want to help them as much as I can. Miss Ayase, be careful not to lose your temper.
I won't. It's our job to teach people who don't know how to use computers, so I'll be polite with them all. It's not like I lose my temper with anybody.
That's true. I'm glad.
However, if anything were to happen to you, I won't be able to keep my mouth shut.
No, please, take it easy. Even after that, even though we were being thrown around by some of these very particular students, we were somehow managing with the classroom. During that time, one day, Naruo showed up out of nowhere. What's up? I was worried about you, so I came to have a look. Worried? I just thought that maybe you might be troubled after getting 10 students at once that were all a handful. How do you know about that? Well, actually, I thought I would give you the opportunity to grow as a teacher, and so I came up with a little plan. I spoke to a few of my friends to help me. Does that mean that you purposely sent us all of those students? Aren't you glad that you've become busy? I know those guys are all pretty particular. You must be struggling quite a lot, aren't you? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Miss Ayase?
Yeah.
You don't need to act tough. These days, everybody is really passionate. Passionate? Those guys? Yeah, right. With all of the students that Naruo had sent over here, it was true that in the beginning, they were all clearly trying to trouble us. However, as we started to choose the path of kindness while handling them, things started to change little by little. Whoa! I didn't know that you could do this on a computer! That's pretty cool! At your current pace, you'll be able to do all kinds of things. Really? But I've never been really good at studying. But you explain it to me so that it's easy to understand, so lately, it started to become a little bit fun. For all the things that I said to you until now, sorry about that. I did it the way that you taught me, Miss Ayase. I edited my friend's photo, and they were really happy. Can you teach me some other techniques? Of course. Well then, let's focus on how to erase the background. Oh, that's great! Teach me! Teach me! So that's what they're like these days. Bastards! They betrayed me! Even though I was trying to send obnoxious students to you so that your computer classroom failed! I knew it. So that was your plan all along. I'm not gonna let you get away with starting your own business and having it go well! And not only that, but working with someone this beautiful? I'm way too jealous! But that's no reason to use other people to try to harass us. My plan may have failed this time. But it's fine, because you're an idiot. It's only a matter of time before your classroom collapses anyway. Huh? An idiot? You are, aren't you? Because you're such a people pleaser that I even stole all of your teaching material ideas. I'm sure you'll reach a dead end soon.
You bastard. I've been standing here, listening this whole time. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Hey! Miss Ayase, hold it in.
But
we're in front of the classroom, right?
if you say so, Mr. Takizawa, then fine.
That was close.
Did you say something? I'm not going to show mercy to you next time, so you better be ready.
Well, I heard that entire conversation just now. What? Sir? Masaya, it's been a long time. What? What's the division manager doing here? I heard about this computer classroom that's now our rival, so I came to have a look. Mr. Kinasugi. Is it true that you stole Mr. Takizawa's brilliant idea and that you were sending people in here to make his business collapse? No, it's not what it looks like! And what does it look like? You're going to be getting a proper punishment for this! I'm sorry! After that, my former manager deeply apologized to me for not being able to see through Naruo's evil. All of the students that joined the classroom on Naruo's orders all seem to have a change of heart. We're really sorry about it! In order to make up for how much trouble we caused you, please, let us be your biggest cheerleaders from now on.
Cheerleaders?
We're going to make flyers and short films to promote this computer class, and we're gonna tell all of our friends about it! That may never be enough, but we want to make it up to you in whatever way we can. Thank you, guys. Looks like the classroom is finally coming together.
It is.
Hey, Miss Ayase,
Yes?
thank you for supporting me through the hardest times.
Where's this coming from?
I'm really grateful to you, seeing how hard you're always working. The more time I spent with you, the more I've fallen for you.
What?
Will you please go out with me?
Yes, I have always liked you. From the day that you saved me and ever since.
After that, our computer classroom was getting rave reviews, and we started to get more and more students. Now we have a full staff, and every single day is crazy busy. As for what happened to Naruo after that, After losing the trust of everybody in his company, eventually he was forced to resign. However, with his ego of having worked at the class company, he wasn't able to find another job, and I heard that these days, he's even struggling to find something to eat. Money, even just 1 penny. I wonder if there's any on the floor. At this rate, it looks like our classroom is going to become even bigger.
But I don't really want that,
What?
because that would mean that we have less time together.
I see. Well then, why don't the two of us go on a vacation on our next break?
Really? I would love that.
Ever since then, Hitomi hasn't shown me her gangster mode. I think this smile is her true nature. Only time that Hitomi gets angry is when somebody other than her gets hurt or when she tries to protect somebody important to her. But from now on, I'm going to make sure that I protect Hitomi.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. And don't forget to check out our other episodes too. According to my calculations, you are about to like and subscribe to our videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.